I'm so glad you're here with me. This video is going to be about when life throws you a little curveball. Life has recently thrown me a little curveball, not a great big ugly, but an inconvenient one. I have a little back issue that is keeping me from running, keeping me from doing a lot of the regular activities that I like to do. But like everything in life, there's lots of lessons in the ups and downs. And so I'm going to share 5 things that I've learned while I'm kind of sidelined with this little back issue. Out for my first run in a week since I've had a little back issue. And when you get an injury and can't run, I'm at that age where you think, oh dear, is this it? Is this the real end? Being sidelined from running has reminded me that the rest and recovery are not just part of the training, they are part of living well. I have been dealing with a sore back, and like any runner, I thought I'd just rest for a couple days and bounce right back. But this time, recovery had other plans for me. So instead of lacing up my shoes, I've been learning a few lessons from the sidelines. And if you've ever been forced to slow down, whether from injury, illness, or just life in general, these tips from the sidelines might ring true for you too. 7 full days without running, and it's feeling okay. Wait just a second. So that little run may have been a bit premature, although it felt great on the run and I was pretty pumped. I ran into a little snag the next few days. That night I was a little stiff, and then the next 2 days I spent a lot of time driving, and I was back to where I began and maybe even a little worse. And so here I am another week later. It's a week today that I was doing that run. It has been slow going. And as we get older, I think you have to recognize that it's okay to take more time for recovery. Okay, smarty pants, maybe you should have listened to your own advice. I think this will be about a 7K run, maybe. I'm at about 3 or 4 now, and it's feeling good. So on this run, clearly I was thinking all was good. Injury done, perfectly healed. I continued to babble along here. I won't share that with you because it's just babble, babble, babble. So that's the backstory. I'm still not running, but I am learning. And that's what this video is really about. Lessons from the sidelines. Here we go. Let's start with the first one. As I get older, I'm getting better at, certainly not great at, but getting a little bit better at when something happens, when, I don't know, something doesn't go as planned or there's a little setback. Instead of reacting immediately, I am slowly learning to pause and ask myself, okay, what might this be trying to teach me? What can I learn from this? And as corny as it sounds, it makes a difference in how you respond after that. It doesn't take the problem away or the issue away, but it makes you, I don't know, less self-absorbed, I guess. Like, oh, why me? Why did this happen? What's happening? And it makes you kind of zoom out a little bit, thinking of the big picture and to think, okay, what can I learn from this? What could it be teaching me? Which leads to the next lesson, and it's teaching me patience, which I need a little teaching around this issue. I'm not very patient when it comes to healing and recovery. I know the words. I know the theory behind the importance of taking the time to recovery, rest, slow down, let your body recover. And I'm not great at that. And so this is another little experience that is reminding me to, you know what, practice what you preach. Be patient. Give your body time to heal. Which bumps us right into lesson number 3. Another learning through this little experience is a reminder to kind of go back to things that you love to do. And so I've been busy with my little YouTube channel, and I'm taking courses and I'm running and doing all that. All things I love to do. But this has really forced a stop on some of these things, namely the running and my exercise classes and all of that. And so it has brought me back to other things that I haven't done in a while. I do love to cook. I don't like deciding what to cook, but if someone says, oh, can you cook this? Or if someone gives me an idea, I'm all about doing it. And I quite love to spend time in my kitchen and put a recipe together or experiment a little bit. And I've been making French onion soup in the last little bit. And yesterday, when you're not feeling great, what's better than homemade chicken soup? And so it is getting me back to some of those things. And I haven't done that a whole lot in the last little while. I don't think I would have taken the time to do that if I wasn't sitting home bored and trying to recover and pass the time. And just a reminder, you don't have to be good at it to love it. Ooh, I gotta do this quick. I need to baste some liquid over it. Oh, maybe I don't have enough liquid. Oh no, I think it's cooking. Oh my goodness, this may look very unappetizing, but oh my goodness, the smell is to die for. Oh, I can't wait to eat it. Look at me in the kitchen, cooking up a storm. Yeah, follow me for more recipes. I've just always wanted to say that. No, don't be following me for recipes. Do things that bring you joy. Find what brings you joy. Experiment a little bit. Oh, this next one's a small one, but a big one. Don't get stuck in that trap, which I keep kind of going in and out of is, oh my God, what if I'm never going to be able to run again? Well, that's probably not going to be the case. But you know what? If it is, then I'm just going to deal with it because there's so much more out there to try and to experiment with and be thankful for. So don't get stuck in those little traps that our brains sometimes take us to. That trap of catastrophizing everything is a big trap. Catch yourself. Your words matter. Your thoughts matter. Turn it around. Don't let yourself get stuck in that trap. Remember, you're in charge. Okay, on to the next one. Another thing this little setback is teaching me, and I say still teaching me because I am still continuing to learn and trying to appreciate this, is to focus on small improvements. 2 days ago, I could barely move. I was so stiff and sore, and just in 2 short days, yes, I'm still stiff and sore, but it's so much more improved than it was. And much like running or anything in life, when you set a goal, you know what? It's not the great big leaps and bounds you make, and it's not the end point. It's those small incremental improvements that really make a difference. And sometimes we just skip over those because we want to get to the end point. So don't lose sight of the small improvements, even if it's not going quite as fast as you want it to be. Okay, one more. I think I said 5 at the beginning, but I guess my counting is about as good as my cooking. Here we go, the last one. Okay, some of you may hate this one. It's a little woo-woo, but oh, it's a good one. One of the things that this has allowed me to do, this little setback, is because I have more time, I'm not running, I'm not rushing out to exercise classes, I'm not doing all of those things. I'm really honing in on my meditation, my journaling. I try to do that pretty regularly, but this has given me a little bit more time. And again, retirement has freed up so much time. But even in retirement, I find, oh my gosh, I'm just realizing now as I'm forced to kind of slow down here a little bit, and I can't do much. I can't travel. I can't hop in the car and go somewhere. And so I'm stuck at home. And it is, I don't know, it makes a difference. Give it a try. Let me know. Do you do journaling and meditation or some other, what's typically known as a woo-woo practice? I'm all about it. I'm not very good at it, but I'm all about the learning and trying. So I would love to hear from you. In the comments below, let me know. What do you do when you're trying to recover? Are you somebody who gets kind of stuck in the mental rut of, oh my God, what's going to happen? Am I always going to be like this? Or are you somebody who forces yourself to keep going, think of positive things? Or are you somebody who just kind of goes with the flow? Let it happen. You know that you need the time and you need to recover. Would love to hear some of your coping strategies. I'm needing some help here, so I would love to hear your suggestions. comment below. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my videos.